Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Hi everyone. How are you doing? Let me know in the comments where you're joining from, tuning in from this morning or evening, afternoon. Hi Sharmishta from London. Lovely. We'll just get started in a moment. Did anyone feel those beautiful solar flares intensity this morning? Hi Nadia, lovely to have you here. Amazing. I just finished my cacao and topping up with some Blue Lotus tea. Thank you so much. Wonder what the weather is in Switzerland. Is so interesting. Yeah, with the solar flares, we just gone through a week of intensity of the energies, and then coming into Feb, last 2 days has been again a spike of it. Hope you all are able to take inward time and drink plenty of water and rest. Definitely, some of us do feel more than others. It's also where we are and how we are processing things. It's happening for good, though, on a bigger spike. But also sometimes it's very hard. It's like a roller coaster. Oh, I just came back to norm, neutral, and then again another ride, like quick on. Yeah. Hi, Bags. It's been cold but sunny, but the way this looks have been. Yes, it's been rough. Emotional spikes for sure. Isn't it? I just love about, like, the other perspective of all this full moon, new moon that I've observed, that I have been channeling in through the Akashic records for many years. Is it gives us a perspective why it's happening, what we are learning through it, how we can process through it. There were years I used to blame, oh my god, here you go again, but now I take as, all right, okay, I'm ready to spin on what is there to be shown, revealed. At the end, it's our body capacity of the water within ourselves, with the gravity, the force within us rising through these moon cycles that we are already programmed. We can't deprogram with the natural state of it, and going deep inside is what shows up. And once we tune in, it's still in this physical body and earthy body, 3D worlds. At times it's so hard, though. At least we are making a tribe, a group where we can share, communicate. This is what we feel and resonated, right? It's so important to be heard and felt as well. Just the meditation is what we usually do here on the full moon or the new moon transmissions. Yeah. So thank you all for taking time to join in here, and I'm just going to get started. So my name is Sri Manju Katragada. I'm based here in Seattle, Pacific Northwest. It's a bit gloomy weather, but I'll still go for a walk after this, get some movement done, because the movement really helps in. So I do come here on Insight Timer a couple of times a week, bringing in the full moon, new moon perspectives or the transmissions that have come through, and also the meditations to lead into the Akashic records or Reiki on its own as well. There are different things that I love from time to time offering it, because I love this platform of like how every part of the world we can get connected, tuned into what feels called into. So We'll be sharing what I have channeled in. Take what resonates with you, your own sovereign being. Something doesn't resonate it, trash it, or park it to the side. Not everything that been shown is to be right as well here. And I'll be sharing this on my newsletter shortly afterwards with some write ups and everything. And in case you can't stay in for the whole session, this has been on replay as well on my YouTube. Please do check that. And the second part is receiving remote Reiki healing. So make sure you stay till that part because that's the best one. Like, information is one thing, but feeling the energy is so beautiful, vibrant, clears up, brings clarity, or it just resets us as well with the energy healing. So anyone attuned to Reiki, give a thumbs up, or absolutely new first time, do let me know as well. Thank you. Yeah, it's lovely to have the Reiki tribe because that's my first love getting into my spirituality 16 years ago. Yeah. So the topic they have shared is for this new moon, my guides. I have the whole page, so I'm just going to look into the reference as well so I don't miss everything out. Reawaken is what they have shared. The birth and the death process is so visible in our beingness. Surrender to the flow of life and let go of the attachments of the words and the things that are bringing the pain. Again, it's very hard for us, as I write, when I was channeling in, I was also like god damn, like, one again, you want us to surrender to this pain, it's just every time when I question that part, they show me this beautiful wave of the water frequencies. I've been working consciously with the waters for a few months now. It's that wave of the waters don't get stagnant, they always look a way out, there is no stopping. Even they can break the big rocks as well. The force is so amazing, and it can be stagnant still as well, and show you what you need to in that mirror reflection. And watch the process of the old layers shredding and dying. So there is a lot of emotional havoc happening in the last couple of days to weeks as well. Not only the solar flares, the full moon, and coming into this beautiful Aquarius age, the Feb, and coming in connection, recognizing who we are is the move that's coming through. And in this process, you're rebirthing yourself, the new you, and that is ready to take the actions and embrace the new reality of the process that's unfolding in front of you. So think about like you're coming in with a new ideas, new scope of way the things can function, that you will be resonating, even though we don't like this part of unsurety is what's moving through. Yesterday we was holding a couple's cacao ceremony. This is what came up, is that we know the caterpillar phase, we know like the butterfly phase, which we all love about it, but we do forget that beautiful cocoon phase of it, the metamorphosis, the way that something is being weaved, developed, that we don't get to see it, but we know something is brewing. But everyone gets a wow of what the butterfly comes through with the wings, the colors and everything, and not recognizing that uncomfort, hibernation, it's going inwards as well. The deep cries, right? Like if anyone does cry into your pillows, like nobody knows you're crying, even only the pillow, and you have that beautiful deep connection as well, what your tears you're shredding to be held as well. And that is a deep state of connection that we are shifting into, being recognized. What am I birthing? What am I ready to birth for right now? What is in alignment? Is the deep questions that are coming through in this moment of time that are alive. You're creating your own reality in this new timeline shift. The shift is already begun and it's unfolding in front of you. Witness it as a movie, detached from the outcome. The connections are so real. So sometimes we do get attached to so much of something that this is mine. And whenever I'm not great at knowing everything in depth of Bhagavad Gita, but one thing that really stuck to me is we come here to learn detachment. And I always question is, We come in with attachment of the umbilical cord, and then we are trying to learn is to detach from everything, which is a painful process to observe and to think about it, right? How are we going to do that? Like, what is that? And in those fragments of the moments when we think about it, even like, detached from the fear, detached from the anger, detached from what's upsetting us, detached even from the frequency of like feeling good all the time, like, it's just a cycle of energies that we shift through, just like the seasons that we change around. Like, we are accepting the trees can shred the leaves and they're going to birth right now in the spring season. The same thing, we are going to rebirth ourselves in a new way. It's not the same leaf, it's a new leaf that's going to be coming through. And that is what the nature has been teaching, like, right? By observing, by looking into what the beauty is there. Walk in your power, everything will fall in place as we take the ascension path, the only path for our beingness right now. Being in your power is what you can do and lighten up your soul. Think about where is your power. Generally, by the vortex of the energy centers, we do say it's our solar plexus, which is our belly. And look at like all the gut issues we have. Looking into fasting, it could be like, right? Or looking into what is causing the sensitivity, what is causing those emotions as well to be so compressed deep in our belly since we were child, like, right? And we have been processing and holding it, and now it's the time to unlock them, unlock your own beauty to birth into the new state of beingness. And that's something that's been asked in the last couple of months, and now is all about the actions that are coming in. Oh, you are not doing it, let me help you, let me do this for you. So things are really coming in rapidly for some and coming in slow, because we are in alignment and we are flowing through those water waves rather than opposite to the currents that are coming in as well. Let me know if anyone is feeling into all this and recognize these things. Yeah. Physical body symptoms, some of the things that you may have been witnessing, definitely for me in my area of work that I'm noticing with my clients, is inflammation. A strong inflammation energy has been there. The body and heart not in sync. Like your heart knows, yes, you need peace, but the mind is start tricking you into all sorts of worries, fears that are not even yours. It's from the whole agenda that we are noticing it. It's not only the political agenda, but also the spiritual leaders' agenda as well. Like, I have been saying this for a long time in my circles, is like even some of the things like, clickbait, the topics, the headlines are really making us furious and fearful as well. Oh, the predictions for this year or everything. But one thing that I learned, I tried to learn with astrology or Akashic records for so many years, is the human will is the biggest thing that we create. We choose what we can create. Nobody has that kind of a depth say this is for sure it's going to. It's like a weather forecast, like, get to know, but also don't attach to the outcome, because again, your human will is stronger than anything else. We made our commitment, our own soul contracts, that we also have some leeway to maneuver things as well. Yeah. Sleeplessness, the jaw tightness. Oh my God, jaw tightness. The dream reality was like amazing that me and my friends were talking about it. Like, how much, like, when you wake up in the morning, like last couple of days, it didn't happen so much, but before, like, uncomfortable about like something happening in the dreams, and when you wake up you may not remember, or you remember, but that whole tightness. Yeah. So all that is needing is like a little bit of a tapping, little bit of a movement in your body to loosen up the pressure that has gone through, that has been built. It's that energy is that shrunk us, and now we don't feel confined into the shrinking powers. We just want to expand, and that butterfly, the wings expanding, is what we are birthing right now, what we are ready to birth into as well. So let me know any of these physical body symptoms you have been observing. But again, like my favorite tools around it is to have more salt bath, drink plenty of water, turn towards fasting as well, and listening to my body when I need to rest or have a coma nap. Go for it. The permission is within ourselves. We create what we want as well. Expansion of the energy is taking place, and also the guides were asking, how is your inner field doing? It's not about the outer, but how are you feeling, truly genuinely feeling deep inside? Sit with that question and ponder about, like, what are you feeling and how are you feeling? Ask yourself. Many times we do complain that, oh, nobody asked how we really feel, but did we even ask ourselves how are we feeling? I have some old emotion things come up, like, old thoughts come up, old traumas come up. It's a moment of recognizing they are coming up now again to release. It's that beautiful circle. We keep going on it. Sometimes we go deeper to understand some of the area points, but remember not to stay there for too long. Come out of it, observe as a spectator, and let the cycle run again. And maybe third run, like, you may not even notice that's not even bothering you, like a situation or a person's energy or a memory of your past, like, the stories that has weighed us down, we are letting it go. It's like, think about I love to imagine. So I do imagine time to time is like it's a sandbag, the stories that weigh us down, and I kind of like rip a little bit part. The sand is moving out and it's not weighing so much eventually. So that's the way, like, I love to play around with that. Yeah. Or having energetic way of, like, writing, getting it out, putting into the fire whatever you have written, whatever you have expressed, the anger, the furious, the energy to move out, sing, hum, be sound, like and all that is moving out of your system, so you don't need to keep compressing yourself. They were the major things that were coming up here. And if we haven't prioritized silence, before that, the shifts are happening either we notice or not, and we are all called upon to anchor the new frequencies and the play the part that creates a new frequency into it. Recognizing, hey, who are we? What is my reality? What is my future that I'm designing? And the future can be right today, the next moment, to next couple of days itself, like, not until like 5 years, 10 years, like, let's even see, like, what are we creating right now? Because right now what I create is a ripple effect, a domino effect of what I will be creating in 5 days as I'll end of the week. When I look back, oh, I created some inner peace, right? I'll be proud about it. Or if I'm created absolutely more of frustration, I'll feel like, oh, I need to work more on this, recognizing those parts. Yeah. And if we haven't prioritized silence, we need to really make sure we do more of it. And the guides were talking about the brain dump, do more of the brain dump, and notice how you feel and get connected to the source energy. The source energy is the ultimate of, like, we are all connected to the source. Whatever we want to name it, it's beyond that. Naming and feeling is the most important thing. And when we feel the plug in happening, and that is the charge up we are receiving into, which I love about is, like, the way our phones, like, you may use a power bank, but it's only like a little bit, right, for a few hours. But when you actually plug into the direct wiring and you charge it up, it's so fast and quick as well, right? And that is the source energy plug in really helps in. And we need to be in alignment, and we take the first steps in infusing as being in power of our own situation. Being in power of our own situation is the most important thing. When we feel the leadership within ourselves is coming through, we identify, oh, this is what I need, this is what my soul is asking me to have it. And for some of us, it might be very hard to be in our power, because surroundings has taught us let go, someone else is controlling us, someone else is holding the situation for us. But it is our own beingness, authenticity, being a sovereign being, like asking, allowing, giving yourself the permission. If you came as an individual soul, you have your own power, you have your own leadership ability, and let's rise that into beingness as well. Like, what is my unique quality, what is my unique gift I really need to address and connect into. The light inside is protected and infused with the rays of power and align us to be guided and guarded as well. Yeah. When we begin to show up the power, the leader within us starts to speak up and be in flow. We become more aligned in what we can do as well, and things become very clear, and the muddled field that is clogging up like a brain fog or the fogginess around is going to be disappearing in, and that allows us to see things more clearly. The knowingness gets stronger as well. The strength of the field gets much more vibrant, and the power in what you can clearly see is very much right in front of you. So things about like, oh, something is stopping me, I can't control it, but the situations like, some of the situations right now, what's happening is we are not in control of it, but also we are feeding more into the hatred, more into the feed of the anger as well, and it's really firing up, isn't it? If we are adding more fuel to the fire of it and burning ourselves and burning into the situations as well. But when we take a moment of a peace, oh, I want to add more peace into it, like, it's like a water into the fire. Slowly it's going to disappear, and also it's just going to distinguish as well, because we are saying like, oh, thank you for showing me that, but that's not something that I want to rise with. I don't know if anyone is noticing this news about these Tibetan monks. They are walking for peace, for US and for the world as well in US. It's amazing to watch them, like, crossing through the snow, through all the terrains and everything. All about is the peace they want to bring on, right? And it's a different frequency to what other frequencies are happening. So we can always have that polarity of vision to see, and also ask ourselves, which one do I feel aligned? Which one do I want to support? How do I want to feel is what's coming up here. So that is what this whole reawaken for this full moon, the energies have come up through the Akashic transmissions. Take in what resonates, or even one thing that resonates with you, hold on to it and play that part over and over, and create your own reality and see what's happening in your own field, and what's showing up in your own field. But also become the spectator and observer rather than be part of it. Yeah, detachment, like, we can build up that part of the detachment in few things. Absolutely. Like, one of the person asked me recently is like, oh, detachment is the ultimate thing, like, but do you, I said like, I'm not comfortable in detaching from the family, as I love them. And it was a beautiful two-way conversations, and where the person said like, oh, why do we need to detach from the love? Like, when you're receiving and getting in, it's like a beautiful infinity sign, and we need to allow that to be grown as well. There are other things that we really need to cut the cords, or detach ourselves or protect our energies as well. So things will be showing up which doesn't serve for us. Either write it down, use as a brain dump, and allow, create. Silence is a beautiful practice. Like, if you are not able to meditate, even silence, not talking to anyone for like 20 minutes, like an hour a day even, like, it's such a beautiful thing. Sometimes what we bring in into just to say is adding more fuel, and when you say nothing, you are watching into what's happening, and you are again playing the part of the detachment. Hope that all makes sense. How are you feeling? Was it a lot of rambling? I know sometimes I do speak faster when I'm channeling in the energies as well. So love to hear where you are in your lives, how you're feeling, what's showing up, anything that resonated with you guys. It's definitely not the easiest times we have chosen in right now, but also saying it's not the hardest as well. There is something about our spiritual gifts awakening, remembering we are ascending every single day. I love this map of consciousness by David Hawkins. I do check in myself, like, where do I feel my energies today? Where do I feel like, is it in the red zone or the green or the neutral state? How do I move from here? Is the question, recognizing and asking myself, how do I move? What do I need to do to move that energy? Because some of the energies you love to bathe in that because it's really fueling, giving you the vibrance you need. Some of the times, nah, it's not done with it, let me move forward. So that's something that moves through us as well. Last year I got you witness be part of Vipassana retreat, which is 10 days of silence. No talking, no eye gazing, no gadgets, no other practices, no taking down notes, no reading books, just meditating. I don't know if anyone has done Vipassana. I have done meditations constantly. I have been evolving, learning different techniques for past 16 years. And I have to say, Vipassana is the hardest one I ever came across. Like day 2, I felt like I'm done. I want to give up. I want to run back home. But day 3, 4 onwards, it got a little better. And by day 10, oh, it's over. I'm so sad. I'm going to leave this. And when I met my family, when people started talking before we got to meet our families, even that talking frequency was too loud. Oh my God, no, the silence was so peaceful. I could hear to the trees, I could connect to the animals around, the nature around. And once our noises came so stronger, everything else became so like harder to connect with. So definitely there is a power in the silence, and as we more tune into, we get to our own inner power into that silence is what I learned through. What you just said about silence is sometimes a way. Lots of marriage topics coming up for me, like make or break, which is really hard to sit with as a lot of fear coming up. Yes, because rewriting a chapter that has been designed for us and hearing our own intuition, which is telling us completely different, like with no logical reason, but the heart knows, the inner insights knows what's good for us. It is a challenging time, yeah. Hope you find the clarity through the next few days there. Just got from that yesterday. Oh, from the Vipassana? That's amazing. I've done 1 10-day in Malaysia and 1 10-day in Argentina. So beautiful. Wow. Bravo. Cheslin. Hi. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? The power of it. I'm actually wanting to go back again and try to it, because on the other hand, I also love Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations. I've been to a couple of retreats of him. It's very loud, very powerful, but also like I got to do back to back these two things, and I realized the power of loudness to the power of silence. Like wow. And I have to say, admit, like both are needed. Both have its own the beauty in it. Yeah. So let it all sink in and feel into those frequencies. Also in the newsletter, I'll be sharing some of the journal prompts as well. So do check, like if you are subscribed to it, and see which feels resonating with it. Now let's begin into the remote Reiki healing session. This is my favorite part of it as well. So all you need to do is just be with your breath and notice your breath. You don't need to do anything, and let the energy be received for your highest good. That's all it is asking for. So if it's your first time for Reiki, just know you might feel tingle sensation, pins and needle, tummy grumbling, falling asleep, snoring, twitches, visual colors, feeling nothing. So it can be any various of ways that you can feel into this energy. And the magic is it can go through your Wi-Fi, through these beautiful connections as well, and it's alive into the quantum. So anytime you tune into, it's always there as well. So think about an intention. Even it's beautifully to see, like, hey, where do I want this energy that's coming down from the source, this life force energy, where do I want to place into? Is it into my heart opening, into my insides, into my physical body, into what's happening to get a good sleep? It could be like, to be more in flow. Just asking yourself into those energies will really help into align, build the foundations. And once our foundations are stronger, great going, right? So all you need to do is close your eyes and just tune in and type in yes as giving your permission to be part of this receiving. Going to play some music. Hope it's not too loud. As long as you're not driving, it's perfectly okay. Relaxing, setting your intentions. And by connecting onto this beautiful magnum of the Reiki energy field, we are at the end going to charge up ourselves and also create a collective ball of light that we can bring onto this earth to the beings, anyone suffering through as well, and we can spread that beautiful light and healing to everywhere, every situation as well. And the best way to participate is to give more power, more fuel into the healing parts here. So settling in, I love that. I give permission to receive all that is beneficial for my highest good. I love that intention. So beautiful, so pure. So closing your eyes, taking a nice relaxing deep breath, inhaling, holding, and gently exhaling. And as you exhale, you may make a sound or a whoosh as relaxing, letting go of anything that's not serving. Breathe in, holding, and gently breathing out. Relaxing your shoulders, your jaw muscles. Breathing in and out, giving yourself the permission to receive Reiki energy for your highest good at this moment of time. Anytime any thoughts come or distractions, come back to your breath. Come back to your breath. And visualize this beautiful energy of Reiki coming through my palms onto your crown center, the top of your head. Visualize this beautiful vortex field opening, expanding, cleansing, clearing of anything you're channeling in, receiving messages from your own guides, from your own beingness, higher self, from the source connection, making it stronger. Receive Reiki into this beautiful vortex. Feel the energy center spinning, expanding. Breathing with ease, loosening up the shoulders, your jaw muscles, as you receive this healing for the highest good. And gently bringing that energy awareness into your third eye, opening, expanding your intuition, your clear senses. Feel this vortex energy field connecting into your inner knowing, your beingness, your stillness. Breathing with ease and expanding. Gently bringing that awareness into your throat center. Either you can visualize a beautiful blue color spinning, activating your throat center, cleansing, clearing any emotions or toxins, any frequencies that are not for your highest good. And filling up with this beautiful life force energy activating you to speak clearly what you want, what your desires are, sing your soul song. Feel into your neck muscles, your throat center, receiving this healing. Notice this beautiful expansion at your throat center, radiating your beingness. Dropping that energy awareness into your heart center, receiving love, compassion, accepting, loving yourself just the way you are, cleansing, clearing anything that's not for your highest good in this moment of time. Receive this Reiki into your heart center. Feel that beautiful glow of green or pink vibrating. Breathe and receive this Reiki energy into your heart. And gently moving that awareness into your belly, solar plexus energy center. Tune into this beautiful vibrant frequency of yellow, shining, expanding like a sunflower, connecting into the source, igniting into your power, into your beingness, into your strength, the knowingness, and receiving Reiki. Breathe and feel into this expansion in your solar plexus, cleansing, clearing anything that's not for your highest good in this moment of time. Clearing up the cords, attachments that has been weighing you down. Gently bringing that awareness, receiving Reiki into your sacral chakra, the lower belly, below your navel, the orange color spinning, expanding, connecting into your deep emotions, desires, creative flow, birthing into being you, the new you, the scripts that you have chosen to write for yourself, to be in your own power, to be in your own truth, cleansing, clearing anything that's not serving and receiving, bringing the clarity. Feel that sacral chakra opening, spinning, expanding. And slowly bringing that awareness into your root chakra, the red color spinning, activating, cleansing, clearing any limiting beliefs that you have been brought up with. The foundations. Receive this Reiki energy at your root chakra, identifying your own strengths. Breathe into your root chakra, receiving the energy to expand this vortex, to see the next flow of direction into your path, to find that passion, the meaning, joy, glitter. Feel this Reiki energy washing through your head to toes, your shoulders, elbows, palms, fingers, your hips, your spine, your thighs, knees, lower legs, ankles, toes, bathing with this beautiful Reiki energy. And gently placing your palms on your heart center, or you can visualize that any energy that's overflowing from your receiving, share with your family, your pets, your community. Imagine us to be in a circle, building up into this beautiful energy field in the center, feeding into that center light and placing it onto Mother Earth, to the places, situation that brings in clarity, peace. And gently taking the energies back to your heart, thanking the Reiki energy for this time and space, Dr. Mikao Sai, for receiving this beautiful universal life force energy to pump into our vortex, into our cells, into our beingness, bringing in the sense of clarity, stillness. Energy transmission is just finished. And slowly bring your palms together, warming up, and place it over your eyes, and slowly open your eyes. Squint, look around, feel into the space. Welcome back. That was so deep. Make sure you ground yourself with some water. If anything you have noticed, feel that. If you got a journal, maybe make a note of it. How are you all doing? That was something different. Wow. There are a couple of energy centers that were stronger than the others. What did you guys feel? Thank you, Chris. It's so interesting too. What we choose to create is what we bring in. Definitely feel the throat, but that's often blocked. Yeah. Even not using the word blocked, I kind of have a. I generally, whenever I teach Reiki, I say, don't use the word blocked. Stagnance, and we are moving through. It's perfect. Because none of us might be even 100% aligned all the time when we live a earthy life. So something's deep root clearing happening. Exactly. Humming is being a best solution. Like I played with Reiki to clear up my throat center. Journaling, turquoise crystal been my favorite, and humming. That really clears up the throat center too. If you are a skeptic like me, you can try it out and see if it works. It's so interesting how our body teaches us so many emotions that are being hidden deep inside that we need to pay attention to. What was being shown in the collective was the root chakra was like wow, and the solar plexus field. Of course, the rest of them were dancing for attention, but these two stood out. Wow. Thank you, Jesslyn. Beautiful. As we are ready to receive, that's a collective field, right? So, I'll get into the card that I'm being drawn to pull today is from the Dragon cards from Carla Moreau. So let's see what the cards we got. And if you love this session and would like to contribute or make an energy exchange, most welcome to click on the donation. That really helps us to thrive here on Inside Timer. Every little helps. And do give a follow so you get the notifications on the next events and the meditations podcast that I'll be placing on here. So definitely I'm tuning in to doing some meditations on this week. So let's see what comes up. And I do have some events lined up for this week. So see if something resonates. Just speak up. All right. Play is a card. Isn't it the best thing? The solar plexus asking for play. And look, the blue color. The colors are amazing, right? The blue color is what the throat center is, and solar plexus. The yellow and sacral. Amazing. So let me see if there is any words in this book that speaks up. Chasing lightning through the clouds, dancing and zipping back and forth while storm winds blow her to and fro. This air dragon is having the time of her life. She is making an appearance to ask you to do the same. Take a break, have a good time, no matter how difficult your life might be getting, how little time you might have. You need to schedule some fun in your day or week. Playtime is just as important as the time you spend working. It's self-care, decompression, and just plain fun. Balancing work, play will benefit your mental health. Make sure you take time to dance, sing, chase some storms. Just reading this, it feels drawn to, like, if anyone watched the Avatar, especially in the first one, when they get into the dragon part and they do the Saheli, the connection to the dragons, finding your dragon and have the fun. Go through the wilderness, right? And that's the play. That's what I was seeing here. But also, like, we do think like, oh, if I take time for play, for meditation, actually I'm losing time. We actually gain more quality time for ourselves. That's something that I have been actively incorporating when I'm too exhausted, resting, and then the production is much more aligned, faster as well. Yeah. My sweatshirt and blanket both happen to be blue right now. Amazing. Thank you so much, Nadia, for your donation. Deeply appreciate that. Yeah, it is so important to take time for ourselves and create some playtime. Yes, it could be hard, it could be impossible, but nothing is impossible. It's just we tell ourselves the story of it. And when we actually want something, we always have created. So it's like a little game in our mind, isn't it? And the heart knows what it wants. So have fun with that and be in your alignment, create more joy. What brings in. Hope this was a good, useful session, and thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for being here. Let's have more connections later this week. Thank you. My energy stays with me, your energy stays with you. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May we all create this beautiful earth with light. Thank you. Namaste. Take care.